Welcome to the 2026 World Cup. Representing the nation they said wouldn't make it. Ladies and gentlemen, Iran. They told us tune in, watch the breaking news scroll. CNN said Iran's done, Fox said we lost control. MSNBC had a graphic break map for collapse, but last time I checked the stadium, we still on the map. February 28th, they hit us from the sky, took out the leadership, expected us to cry. Trump wrote on Truth Social, unconditional surrender. We wrote back with missiles, happy to remember. They said the strait is closed, global markets froze, 14% of the oil reserve, that's how the story goes. 58 million barrels from the emergency stock. Meanwhile, Tehran still standing, somebody check the clock. We strong, not the propaganda strong. The actual show up to the World Cup strong. We strong. We strong. We still here, we didn't disappear. Every press conference said Iran's done this year. We strong. We still breathing, still playing, still believing. You can spin the narrative, the scoreboard keeps receiving. We strong. Tehran on the pitch, World Cup 26, and they can't explain this. The media said we finished. Somebody tell the anchor the game just started. Trump got on the phone, Netanyahu called him great partner. Bibi said scale back, Lebanon, Netanyahu said nah, rather heated call that leak. Trump's not happy tonight, so the don't touch Beirut. Bibi said alright, then struck it at midnight. Pakistan's in the room trying to mediate the deal. Strait of Hormuz still locked, that's a billion barrels a week. For real, Iran's foreign minister said just inches away. US said maximalist demand, same story every day. Hezbollah said no to the ceasefire on the 4th. Lebanon said yes, Hezbollah said worth more. I'm a Khomeini at the rally waving the red flag. Meanwhile the negotiators in the hallway with a legal pad. Somebody asked Trump, is this a war or an operation? He said you can call it what you want, that's the official explanation. Oil is up, jobs are down, layoff filings at the highest, but we still qualify. Just wanna make sure you're reminded. We strong, not the cable news strong. No. Qualify through the chaos strong. Let me explain something, the media panel real quick. You had the graphics, you had the countdown clock, you had the retired general with the laser pointer pointing at a map of Tehran saying it's over. And then we showed up to a World Cup in the middle of a ceasefire that keeps unceasing. That's not propaganda, that's just football. The people in the stands didn't start this war, they just bought a jersey and drove to the store. A kid in Tehran got a vuvuzela and a flag. Nobody asked him about the nuclear program or the strategic lag. The anchor says Iran, they mean missiles and maps. The fan says Iran, they mean Alireza with the ball at his back. Hidden agenda? Sure, there's always a spin, but the referee don't care who the sponsor has been. They released the oil reserves to control the price. Negotiations failed twice, got back on track twice. Back on track, then Lebanon, then suspended, then resumed. The only thing consistent is the press saying we're doomed. Meanwhile, we qualified. Meanwhile, we showed up. Meanwhile, the scoreboard's blank. And that's the most dangerous thing, because you can narrativize a missile, but you cannot spin a goal. Muscat, Oman, April 2025. They sat across the table, everybody still alive. Round 2, Geneva, February 2026. 2 days of talks, then airstrikes. That's a diplomatic trick. Oman said significant progress, Iran made concessions. Trump said he was not thrilled, those are the exact expressions. So they bombed at mid-negotiation while the ink was getting dry. Larijani was at the table, now we say goodbye. Steve Witkoff in the room, Jared Kushner on the plane. Every round of talks collapses, then they restart again. Suspended, back on track, suspended, rapid pace. Trump said little glitch today, that glitch had a name and a face. We strong, not the textbook diplomacy strong. The negotiate under bombardment strong. We strong. Got 4 experts alerts and a breaking news chime. All four disagree, but they're all on at the same time. One says ceasefire, one says escalation imminent, one says regime change, one just looks magnificent. They flew the satellite image, circled it in red. Nuclear infrastructure or a parking shed. The anchor said sources say nobody named the source. The Chiron said Iran weakening. We qualified, of course. Shipping lines rerouted, 90% dropped through the strait. Commercial traffic halted, that affects your dinner plate. But the headline said Iran isolated, economy crushed. Meanwhile, Qatar's on the phone and Pakistan's in a rush. Kuwait, Bahrain, Iran hit the bases. CENTCOM denied it, that's just open spaces. The Iranian Navy said we targeted your facility. CENTCOM said no you didn't. Both sides filed officially. Dark humor moment, nobody's keeping score except the scoreboard at the World Cup. That's what we're here for. We strong, not the press briefing. Strong to show up when they said you wouldn't. Strong, we strong. The kid in the South Stand never heard of Steve Wickoff. He saved up 3 months' wages just to watch the kickoff. His jersey cost more than the ceasefire lasted that week, but he's in the stadium and the future looks less bleak. The Lebanese American sent money back home. His family said we're fine, but the city's not a poem. Hezbollah said no, the government said yes. The ceasefire's in effect, except in every place is stressed. Flights got halted, Dubai had the smoke. Jebel Ali port yachts sailing through the joke. Global trade rerouted round the Cape of Good Hope. The Economist on CNN said, how do they cope? We cope the same way we always cope. But a football and a flag in a country that's not broke. Not financially broke, not spiritually broke. Not the kind of broke that fits inside a broadcast quote. We strong, not the oil reserve strong. The people in the stands strong. We strong. Unconditional surrender in caps. We wrote back in missile trails and qualification maps. He said regime change, said he distrust a new phase. We said we'll see you at the tournament, save us some space. They called it a war, called it a military operation, called it self-defense under the UN Charter situation, called it whatever, let you sleep at a press desk at night. We call it still standing, still here, still in the fight. The media's gonna spin, the anchor's gonna chime, the satellite gonna circle something new in prime time. The ceasefire's gonna hold and break then hold again. But the one thing that stays is that we showed up, and you still can't explain it. We strong! Tehran World Cup 2026. The game was never over. You just didn't want to cover it.